Said I've been gone for too long, now it's time to take you back. Get it, you like it when I...
Oh, Wagwan loves, I'm Anisha Love, your favorite, if not soon to be a favorite Jamaican friend that lives in Sweden. It has been a minute. So much has happened, so much has passed, and I have so many stories to tell you guys. But I want to start by saying that I started studying in Sweden, alright? And of course I need to tell you how good my Swedish is. So for those that don't know me, welcome. And for those that do, if you notice one thing, it's that the background has changed, and you guessed right, I moved. The Stockholm market, like the rental market, is something else. I have so much stories of people trying to scam me, a Jamaican man trying to scam. Can you imagine? It'd be your own people.
Man, that's messed up.
Swedish people name some Hans Svensson trying to scam. It's like, why me? A lot of people tend to get scammed here, where they tell you that they have an apartment for you in a decent area, and then they tell you that the price is like, oh, Södermalm, 5,000, which is basically like one of the best areas to live inside of Stockholm. They're pricing it like extremely low. That's like a dead giveaway that it's a scam, but a lot of people tend to fall for it. I didn't, thank God, but a lot of people have tried to scam me, and I have moved so many times in Stockholm. And when I tell my friends this, they're like, welcome to Stockholm, because all the places are like short-term rentals, or they rent the place out because, oh, the Roni, I'm just calling it the Roni because you know you can't say it, is going around, so they need money for right now because they don't have a job or something like that. And it's just like a crazy market. So eventually I sorted that out, and now I live at a stable place. Like, I'm pretty fine with where I live. I think the Stockholm market is just like, it's a crazy jungle to rent inside of, and if you want to know more about that, feel free to ask me. I just want to give you guys like a quick rundown of what's been going on. And on top of that, I finally got my own first-hand contract. So if you don't know what that is, then you can just like go back to my previous videos where I talk about how that's like a godsend, and some people will never get it. You'll never get an apartment from it, but I finally did. So yeah, I don't know if I told you guys before, but I finally started studying. So what I'm studying is a course called Economy. My Swedish. Oh Lord, this is embarrassing. Ekonomi och redovisning assistant. I wanted to just like finish everything Swedish, and then because the way the system is set up, I have said this before, but at this point it's not a complaint, I've just decided to live with it, okay? You have to get your grades changed over, and mine couldn't be changed over, so I decided to just do everything all over. And I guess it's fine for me because I can always work on the side, or I can do whatever I want. And since it's mainly distance, which means online, I can travel and so on. I'm planning to go to Jamaica for like a month or 6 months or something. So I'm studying that, and the level of my Swedish right now is jag tycker att det är fortfarande grundnivå, för att man kan förstå vad jag säger, men jag pratar med en engelska dialekt. När jag pratar svenska, det låter som engelska, men man kan fatta som jag säger, förstå vad jag säger. Och jag använder den varje dag, när jag pratar på telefonen, när jag går till skolan, när jag pratar till min kompisar och min familj också. Faktiskt tycker jag att min svenska är bättre, men jag kände mig lite ångest, så ja. Oh, by the way, if you like this video, you can like it. Share if you're here, and subscribe if you're here. You know, I appreciate like every single gesture. So for 2022, I had some goals, and I decided to just like fulfill them and get them done. I started dating. And I started dating the Svensson.
Yeah, baby! Yes!
I went on like a whole month or 2 months of like speed dating, which was basically like meeting people for like an hour or something, just to kind of figure out what I wanted, because it was a minute since I've fully dated or fully been single. So I did that, and I'm telling you, like the Svenssons, you know, it's like they did not come to play. Let me explain. Swedish guys are pretty good looking, right? So even the unfortunate looking ones, because like, I don't believe in ugly people. I think that people are simply lazy. The unfortunate looking ones, they were simply too lazy. Like, some people that don't have the best face, they work out to take care of their teeth and they're just nice, and it's like, ooh la la, ooh la la. Plus, like, a lot of charisma goes a long way. If you are confident, it does a lot, and a lot of them are, but some of them are more introverted, and it's like, yeah, but when they're like confident about something, it shows. And yeah, so my dating has been, you know, it's been going. That's another story. I did like a whole Tinder experiment where I went out with maybe like 50 different people, and that in itself, I learned so much. I learned what I wanted. I learned what I didn't want. For anybody that wants to date in Sweden, the negative part of it, the nackdel, is that they're more 50-50, because it's like, oh, the women are independent, the men are independent, so you pay on the date, he pays on the date, and so on. And my Jamaican mind could just not fathom that. Like, I don't know where them get that from. That's enough for me. But not of that. Them need to move that.
Move this now. Move blood clot this now.
I just saw me braids. But other than that, as I said, they look really good. They come to push out. They're very interesting, and that's like a whole video. You have to let me know if you want to see it, because that amount of stories. This dude brought his child to the first date. I don't date men that have children, so that was a shocker to me, because he didn't even tell me. Another dude, like, he came in the restaurant and he started singing, you know, so you have the goods and the bads. All right, I can't. That's it. I think in general this year kind of started itself out, or let me say last year, because a lot of things were moving at the same time. I wanted to move. I've said this. I wanted to move. I wanted to start training. I wanted to become more like me focused. And it was my first time just kind of doing like a lot of things. And I personally feel like when things get heavy, or if you're too busy, or you're kind of running around trying to chase your tail, it is optimal to just take a step back, which is what I did. And I don't know how you guys cope with the things, like if things are getting hard for you, or if things are getting like overwhelming, what do you do? I'd love to take notes or tips, because I don't know if the way that I deal with things is necessarily the right way, because I tend to just like shut the fuck down, all right? Or just like, yeah, leave it to God, leave it, you know? But that has been my year. A lot more updates to come on a lot of things, like the girl in school, the girl is driving, the girl moved, the girl at first on contract, the girl started dating, you know, like, and the girl be traveling, the good as air. Thank you for watching this video, and I am going to post once a week, like I promise it is coming. I appreciate you. Share if you care, don't forget to like, you know, and subscribe if you're here. Later.